Hi, I'm Marna, and today I brought down some of my 15 to 18 inch fashion dolls that I'd like to tell you just a little bit about. I'm probably more showing off my dolls than educating you about my dolls, but I do have some ideas for shoes. I know that's an issue. A lot of these dolls are from the 1970s. Some of the dolls are even before that. The fashion dolls, the 18-inch, 15-inch fashion dolls that became so popular in the 1940s and thereafter, after World War II, they don't have their shoes anymore, and that's a problem when you're a fashion doll. When you are an American Indian doll, not having shoes is not a problem. But when you're a fashion queen, you need shoes. Darren and I learned a little saying in South Dakota, and that was a pair and a spare. And what that means is if you find something that you really like, get two, so that if something happens to one, you still have it. And then some people, and a spare, and that means they bought three. You can see that I have two of a lot of these dolls. If you look close, you can see I have two of several of these dolls. My favorites, I must say, are the American Indian dolls. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I am 1/4 Cherokee Indian, and since I was a little girl, I've always been drawn to the little American Indian dolls. I love, love, love these 17-inch Barbie dolls, and I also really like the traditional look 18-inch Barbie dolls. These two dolls came to me without shoes, in fact, three. This is actually also made by Mattel, and it's really the same basic mold. They came out in 1976-ish, and I made little shoes. They're not great, but I made little shoes for them. I made little slippers for this one. You can see I used stretchy fabric, some cardboard, and a soda straw. And if you don't get too close, they don't look too bad. Notice I didn't say they look pretty good. And then this one, I took foam, that craft foam, and some ribbon, and yeah, it's a mess, but from a good distance, these don't look too bad. I put the foot down and drew around it. On the 1976 Barbie dolls, their feet are, you can't just flip the shoe. You have to actually draw around each foot because their feet are a little different. On this one, this is not one of my better attempts, but she has shoes. This was hot glue, and I took the saran wrap and I put that around her foot, and then I took hot glue and I fashioned this shoe around her foot, and then I painted it with silver paint. Okay, now this one you have to back up about, 30 foot for it to look decent, but she has shoes. On the 17-inch Barbies, I have a whole video if you go back and look at my channel. These are actually Monster High boots that I cut down to make sandals for her. She has a different foot. Every one of these dolls has a different foot shape. Most do have an arch. They're not a flat foot. Some have a higher heel than others. She can wear the Monster High open toe boots, and from a distance they don't look bad. As you can see, she doesn't have any, but just an example, some people call that a flat foot. I do not. And I was curious if our Elsa, made by Disney, if her shoe would fit the Barbie. Yeah, that's a little big. Every foot is different. I guess it has to do with the patterns and on and on. But I can't say I'm a fan of these little slippers. There's no heel. Some people say she has a flat foot. I do not think she does. That requires just a little bit of a heel, which you can make for her if you were craftier than I. When Mattel made the 17-inch Barbies, they also made a Nikki doll. And then they came out recently with this doll who's, I don't know, halfway between the Barbie and the Nikki. Now here's a funny story. Darren bought this for me. We thought it was the Nikki at first. And he bought this for me on Amazon, and I was gonna open the box. And then she came and, well, you know how I am about opening boxes. I just don't. I don't know what it is, but I just don't. So he bought me another one, so I'd open the box, and guess what? There she sits too. But that's okay. So I have 2 in boxes. Mattel are genius marketers, and if you look at the 1976 doll, this was a big deal, turning at the waist and her arms going off to the side. That was quite the articulation at that time. Now the newer girls, this one isn't really cleaned up yet, they bend at the waist, I think twice. They bend at the waist, the head moves, the arm moves out and up, the elbow bends, the wrist even bends. I like that. I have her holding, this particular doll, holding things like for holidays. The leg is articulated at the hip. It goes out and forward. That was a big deal when it happened. And the knee actually bends. Now, I wish the ankles were a little more articulated, but that's pretty cool. You can do a lot with that doll. And the same is true of the little Disney doll. Now, I don't think she does not bend at the waist, but her arms go out and up and the wrist moves. Her hands do not. That was a little disappointing. She bends at the hip, not so much outward, but forward, and at the knee. I like that because you don't want your dolls always sitting, especially if you put them in a chair and their legs are straight out. It just looks odd. And now some of these dolls have legs that you can actually cross when they're sitting in a chair. The Calliope Monster High doll, another Mattel doll, is also very articulated. They have an extra joint in their elbow, so their hands can go all the way up. When I bought this doll, her hair was a mess. I used a soda straw. I washed it and then curled it with a soda straw, and I really like this doll. She has her original clip and clothes and shoes. Ooh, what a big deal. She has shoes. And the shoes are the cutest thing. I don't know if you can see that. It is a skeleton of a carousel horse. These little Monster High dolls, they're just so funny because they're so beautiful and they have that little bit of darkness to them, but in a fun way. But her hands bend in both directions. She bends at the hips. She bends at the waist a lot. I mean, you can almost turn her backwards. The knees, again, bend in 2 spots. The hips are very articulated. I really like that in these dolls. Now, going back to some of the older dolls, this is a 15-inch doll made by Applause. I happened to find this doll. Again, I love the American Indian dolls. Can you see these eyes? They are actually, they may be a glass. Now, I'd have to look that up, but beautiful eyes. Her arms move out and up. Her legs move over and forward. I wish she bent at the knee because I have some horses that she could be mounted on. I ride horses, and I collect Breyer horses, so that's kind of a thing for me. This is just a cheap little craft doll. You used to be able to get these for like, I don't know, $1.59, $2.50. And I bought him, oh my goodness, a long time ago. His back says 1995 Fibercraft Material Corp, made in China. But he did come with the breechcloth, and I just thought he was a cute little doll, and I put him in with my 15 to 18. Actually, I have these dolls out for Thanksgiving when I decorate. I just love them. Now, I had to get inventive to come up with a stand for him. I'm out of stands, as you can see. The poor little Tiffany Taylor doesn't have one, and the girls in the back are sitting down. But I thought he was just a cute little doll, and I brought him into my collection. Tiffany Taylor doll. This is not her original dress. It's one that she came in. Came to me barefoot. I got on eBay, and I just looked under doll shoes. I measured my doll's feet, and I took a shot. I didn't know if these would be the right angle or not. I thought they were close enough in a stand or sitting down. She's, you know, it looks good enough for me. Now, I know some collectors want everything just right. I just want them to have shoes for, and I'll tell you, some of the shoes for these dolls cost more than I spend for shoes for myself. But I bought these shoes on eBay. Like I said, they were $2 or $3 delivered, and they worked. And they worked for this doll, and what was the other doll it worked for? So I went back and I bought more. I got the more of a Mary Jane type, and then I got the sandals came in 2 colors. So I hurried up and bought those. When I find something that works, a pair and a spare. I started to show you, Tiffany Taylor came out, let me think, when did Tiffany come out? 1974. And this was a big deal. I get a kick out of kids today. They're, you know, Solomon in the Bible, in way back in the Old Testament, said, there is nothing new under the sun. The older I get, the more I realize it. I actually saw a argument on YouTube about one little girl said she invented the sock clothing for dolls. Honey, that's been around since I was a little girl, and our grandmothers and mothers taught us that. And so they were doing it with their dolls. And I say that to talk about this doll. Today's girls have the undertone hair, where it's one color on top and another color underneath. And they act like that's all new. Well, Tiffany Taylor is a doll that was made with a rotating head. It's like on a dial. Now, I've had this on dark hair, so it's kind of, you'd have to work with it. And evidently she's been like that a while. But isn't that beautiful? You can turn the hair. She can be a blonde, or, and this side does not have bangs, but the brunette side does have bangs. And she's got the perfect complexion for it. This doll has the eyelashes. They're just beautiful. And the makeup, oh, she's just a beautiful doll. Which brings us to, oh, I wanted to say too, I have the hair growing Barbie. Now, I'm not going to mess with her too much. Yes, her hair works, but it is thinning. And we're going to go back further and talk about Chrissy. 1968 was a time in this country where things were changing quick, and mini skirts were in, and Chrissy came with her cute little nylon stockings. But the thing about the Chrissy doll was the hair. This was a big thing. I don't mess with her hair much because she is a vintage doll, and I need to, I know, but when I do, I need to sit down and really take my time. She had hair that grew and shrank. You could roll this hair up with this dial on her back, and it does work, but I am not going to mess with it because I don't want it to get stuck in one direction or the other. And she came in a little mini dress. And I'm not sure this is her original dress or not, but mine came to me without shoes. And again, I went on eBay, and these might not be timely shoes for this doll, but it looks better than bare feet. There are still a lot of Chrissy dolls in circulation. They are really pretty. Look at the face. She has this, what we used to call sleepy eyes, open and shutting eyes. And they look glass. I'm not sure they are glass, but they look glass. I don't know if you can see the sunlight shining on them. She was a classy little doll. So that's kind of just some fun I brought down to show you my different 15 to 17 inch dolls. I'm sure this isn't all I have. I have dolls just about everywhere in the house. Thank you for watching. We hope you will subscribe to our channel and give us a like.